In a recent report published by Newsweek, a New York-based media outlet, it has been detailed that the United States Air Force's newly introduced B61-13 tactical nuclear bomb has the capacity to obliterate over 310,000 residents of Moscow, Russia's capital, via a single strike from an F-35 fifth-generation fighter jet. Furthermore, if the nuclear weapon were to be directed towards the denser-populated central St. Petersburg, the report projects the death toll could potentially exceed 360,000. The report elucidates that the destructive sphere of impact is extraordinarily vast. An area within a half-mile radius of the bomb's detonation point would be incinerated by an enormous fireball, while those residing within 2 miles of the explosion would likely perish within a month due to the severe radiation exposure. Moreover, the report indicates that 15% of the surviving population would be at risk of contracting fatal cancer. A greater number would suffer from debilitating burns. Amid escalating tension between Russia and NATO since the onset of 2022, media outlets have been reporting with increased frequency on the potential of nuclear warfare. The escalating situation in the Russian-Ukrainian war, which is perceived as posing a threat to Western interests, has further amplified the plausibility of a Western Bloc intervention against Russian forces within this theater. The U.S. military formally announced its intent to develop the advanced B61-13 bomb on October 27. It is projected to have a maximum yield of approximately 350 kilotons, a marked leap from the widely used B61-12 bomb's max yield of 50 kilotons and the Little Boy bomb's 15 kiloton impact that devastated Hiroshima, Japan, in 1945. According to a Pentagon report, the intended purpose of this new high-yield weapon is to bolster the president's strategic arsenal against certain harder and large-area military targets. The escalating augmentations of NATO's nuclear strike capabilities in the vicinity of Russian boundaries, particularly with tactical nuclear weapons like the B-61 bombs, have drawn severe apprehensions from both the Russian civil defense ministers repeatedly. These tactical weapons, more deployable than strategic nuclear assets with even larger yields, are perceived as an intensifying menace. Despite being hampered with nearly 800 performance glitches and not being fully equipped for high-intensity warfare, the F-35 continues to be a significant nemesis to Russia. It poses threats on various dimensions: an airborne sensor platform, air-to-air combat asset, and strike fighter, all of which culminate in the potential of a nuclear bomber. The F-35, being the only Western stealth fighter with the capability to carry nuclear weapons, has the power to evade radar detection, which makes a hefty deployment across various points of Russia's boundaries, ranging from Eastern Europe to the Arctic and the Western Pacific, extremely menacing. This significantly escalates the challenge for air defenses compared to older fighter classes. The forthcoming end of the decade is anticipated to witness an extensive acceleration in America's capacity for carrying out nuclear strikes using stealth aircraft. It would not only be addressing issues associated with the F-35, but also integrating the new B-21 stealth bomber, capable of deploying multiple nuclear warheads per aircraft, into service. Russia counteracts by heavily investing in a variety of capabilities designed to safeguard against stealth fighters, which includes a ground-based air defense network recognized as the most formidable worldwide. The multi-waveband operational radars deployed in the S-400 system form the crux of these defense mechanisms. These radars are designed to intensify detection capabilities against stealth aircraft, with newer Su-35 and Su-57 fighters integrating multiple radars for similar objectives. The recent S-500 system has amplified the defense network situational awareness, concurrently equipping abilities to neutralize airborne refueling aircraft and satellites at extreme ranges, crucial to F-35 operations. In tandem with defensive strategies, Russia has exponentially boosted the enhancements of its offensive to strike air bases hosting F-35s across adversary territories, including the American mainland. The F-35s exhibit a high vulnerability to these attacks due to their extensive maintenance requirements and limited ranges. Such features command the aircraft to expend a significant duration on the ground for each hour in flight, necessitating bases in proximity to their targets to maintain operational efficiency.